hive-mind, no red goblin, going into the Doom first strike. Level 64, as you can see, we got tier 4s in the passives throughout. Otherwise, they are what you see, purple gear. Let's go get it. Loading into the first node. Threats on the board would be Squirrel Girl. And Ronan can get rid of the negative effects that we're going to apply. Squirrel Girl, she's talking, she's chatting. But yeah, that's who we got to go after. If we can keep her under control, she can't remove the negative effects. Ronan can't do it either. Deadpool can be a little bit of an issue, right? Because he's going to absorb what happens and attack. He hits pretty hard. We picked Lizard up there in the corner just for a 5th, right? So we're throwing in any random bio member that we got some power in just for our 5th, since we don't have Red Goblin. It's coming along, right? So, right, if I lose the Lizard, that's not the concern right now. I'm trying to go in with 5. He's going to take a couple hits. And then we got the special here, which some of us need to deprogram ourselves. Anybody who grew up with Carnage knows that the special would eliminate all of your negative effects. So that is no longer the case when he's with the hive-mind. The negative effects will stay. He'll do more damage. So we just got to be mindful. Go ahead and use it. Miss Marvel's taunting. We can get rid of that with the basic here. Get right back to Squirrel Girl. She's active up and around. We just don't want her powering up and getting rid of the negative effects that we're going to apply. Big hit by Deadpool. As you can see, we took it, right? It took about 1/3 of Gwenom's health pool. So we're okay. Void Knight's back up. Wonderful move. We can just keep using this to lock everybody down. Right, it's really an awesome move. The dude's an amazing character. You've heard a lot about him, and he's helping us to maintain control in the raid nodes. Along with him, we have ability block by Venom. Gwenom can do some stun, so there's a lot of control on this team. People are sped up. If you can get them down into the red, as you can see here, we can drain the last of, she's gone. She's out of there. We could drain the last of Squirrel Girl's ability energy with the Void Knight's move there. Wasn't expecting to knock her out, but again, lots of control with this team. So we'll use it to our advantage. The first wave about to fall, the next wave drops in. Strife becomes the target because he can taunt, right? That will shift all the energy to him. We're going to ability block the Kree Noble, however, because once again, Kree Noble can eliminate our negative effects that we pile on. We don't want that to happen. With Strife locked down, we can go ahead and go after the Noble. We don't want her removing all this wonderfulness that we placed on the field. We're going to put some moves right here in the middle. I was anticipating having the ultimate there for Venom, and I did not have it ready. So we're just trying to pile up in the middle so we could spread it around. 5 of 11 enemies left remaining. We'll go ahead and take away the ability energy from Strife just in case he gets out of the lockdown. He still will not be able to taunt. We don't have the ability to taunt right now. Strife can reflexively taunt if you do, but you don't have that ability, so he doesn't have that ability. We got the lockdown looking good. So this one's under control. So you see, we have a lot of control. This is the first node. We got a lot of control. We're going to save ability energy right now. We kind of don't have to. Void Knight spawns with his ultimate active because he gets a lot of energy right off the bat. But hey, node number 1 in the bag looks good. Let's keep it rolling. Node number 2, we're loading in. We want to make sure that you're reminded of a strategic point. So Greg there, or the Undead Asgardian, who spawned by Hela, when you have a team like the hive-mind, anytime they knock an opponent into the red, they get speed bars. You just saw. That's from Carnage's passive. So we don't need to necessarily go out of our way to, we're going to ability block Taskmaster there. We don't want him raining fire on us. But we don't need to necessarily go out of our way to hit the Undead Asgardian. But if we can, it gives us speed. So we're targeting, for the most part, Taskmaster here. If we have an opportunity, we're going to draw his energy, I believe. If we have an we're going to draw his energy. So just in case he gets out. And then the Undead Asgardian gets caught up in that as well. We can also do it again with this move. We'll do that. So every time we knock that little guy out, he's going to give our team speed. All right, so it's kind of, I'm not going to say we're cheesing the system. It is what it is. So when you have those matchups like that with teams that are like this, like the hive-mind that has a character that gets speed, if there's a way you can manipulate that, you want to do it. So we're still fearful of Taskmaster. We think he's the most threatening character on the board right now. There is a tank up at the top. There is a Jessica Jones at the top that can get rid of our effects. So any of our AoE attacks, we're just going to do them. Again, we continue to get speed bar every time we knock that undead as guardian out. So if you have an attack that can envelop him, whether it's a multiple individual attack or a AoE attack, it's probably to our advantage to do so. So I wasn't expecting to get the giant KO right there. I could have maybe went after Symbiote Spider-Man. That would have still brought in the undead as guardian and kept our speed going up. We're going to siphon off energy. I'm thinking from, looks like Jessica Jones. I was thinking about the tank. So Jessica Jones, she can again cleanse everybody. So we don't want her being able to run wild as well. If she gets out of the stun. 9 out of 12 enemies remaining. So once again, fantastic control. We found a way to get ahead of ourselves in speed. Excuse me, get ahead of the opponent in speed. So take advantage of it. The rest of the board is starting to spawn in right on time. Void Knight can bring them all together. There are 2 Jessica Jones on the board now. So we need to be careful of that, and enemy carnage as well. So if we start taking damage, he's going to start to ramp up, and by himself, he can be a bit of a problem. He can be a bit of a problem. So we got some blocks on the board, some other things. We can spread it around. I should have probably went up at the top. I'm not sure what the Merc Riot Guard had, but he had a ton, right? He has 6 negative effects that we can't see. So I should have probably spread from him. We're going to draw off Scream here. 5 enemies left. So there's 1 person on the board who hasn't spawned in yet. Keeping the pressure on. Everybody's locked down for the most part. So we're just going to go ahead and hit somebody. Falcon is on the board. We brought in Captain America. Once again, he is a bio character. He can come in these nodes. Part of the out of time team. So we're powering up anyway. Might as well go ahead and get after it. If we can keep the Falcon under control, right? He has an opportunity to turn the tide, give the opponent speed, keep him under control, lock everybody down once again. Fantastic. So once you get ahead in speed, you pretty much have it locked down, right? They just make it so your opponent can't do anything. Interesting raid mechanic. So Cap, he's not super strong. He's not up to the task that the rest of the individuals were. He's out of there. It's okay. We're just bringing him in to give us 5. We have it under control. 5 out of 12 enemies remaining. We'll siphon off energy from Falcon. So just in case he gets out of his lockdown, he's not able to do any damage to us. So once again, fantastic control by this team. We really got them hemmed up. So nodes 1 and 2, as you can see, no problem at all. So let's go ahead and clean these guys off. Tell we got it in the bag. We'll clean these guys off the board, and we'll go ahead and move into the boss node. All right, fast forward here to the boss node. We got Doctor Strange. We're definitely going to lock him down as well as everybody else. We need to get rid of him. He can revive fallen characters. He can flip all our positive effects into negatives. So he's definitely target number 1. We have a lot of other things going on the board as well. Colossus there, when he gets free, he'll be able to taunt. Scarlet Witch with her health rebalancing and shielding. And Jessica Jones, obviously, being able to cleanse the team. So nice by Venom. See, we loaded up all the negatives there on Strange. We're able to move him around with Venom. Really, the control is amazing. Our other concern is the Ghost Rider, right? If we're able to start knocking some of these guys out, then Ghost Rider begins to retaliate, and we don't want that. We're going to draw off energy here. I think I'm going to take it from, okay, it looks like Scarlet Witch, right? We're watching this in replay. Scarlet Witch, so once again, since she is free, she won't start doing the health rebalancing, things of that nature. Strange is almost down, 15 left. We can ability block somebody. Again, I could pick any of those targets that I mentioned. Looks like we're going after Scarlet Witch, so she can't do the health. Hit by Negasonic removes Electro from the board, who once again was the 5th, but Electro is one of the stronger persons that I have powered up at this time. I don't know if you can hear my dog in the background. Playing with the toys, going a little wild. We'll KO Strange there, and we take the hit. Now look at that hit. We take that hit by Ghost Rider. Half damage to Carnage. Not cool. 14 enemies left. We got back up with the Void Knight. We're going to lock down Colossus. I mean, this move is amazing. The Void Knight is an excellent individual. See if we can get through Scarlet Witch now. Doing okay. I'm gonna go. I should have maybe just went for the big hit. I'm still learning how this move works. We'll spread it around with Venom once again. Those two are hurting. They both went into the red, so that gives us some speed boost. Take energy. Let's see. Yep, from Colossus. So if he gets free. All right. Looks like I was mistaken. Went after Jessica Jones. Same deal. So she can't cleanse the effect. So that's what I'm worried about right now. I'm worried about the taunt from Colossus. I'm worried about the cleanse from Jessica Jones. Scarlet Witch is free. We'll go after her. She's down. 13 of 15 remaining. So we're kind of doing okay. We're doing all right. We're going to lock Colossus down so he can't taunt. All right. That's under control. And let's see. So Red Goblin. Reason why we put the Red Goblin up there is because you can see time is ticking. Right. Time is ticking. 13 to 15 left to go. A lot of enemies left to deal with. And we're more than halfway through the raid. So we're able to hold on. We have sustainability, but we just don't have the damage. So when Red Goblin comes out, he'll provide that, right? His passive ability will add damage to this team, and they should be able to have stopping power. Again, these individuals are at level 64. In full transparency, this is what I did yesterday. I made level 65 in between then and today. I went back in today at level 65, and it was no problem. If we had enough damage, you can get it done at level 65 without the Red Goblin. But obviously Red Goblin will make it easier, hit harder. Maybe we can even get into being able to sim the nodes. 12 of 15 left. Minute to go, a little over a minute to go. We're going after Electro because when Electro attacks, she will remove my positive effects or she gets bonus damage because I have positive effects. So we're starting to get a little bit back up against the wall, right? Since we're not hitting people hard enough, we're not able to get ahead speed wise. So the enemy turn meters are starting to creep up. And if they start being able to do what they want to do, then you'll see that the hive-mind team can fall apart. They're really made for speed, control. As long as you keep control, keep ahead speed wise, you got it locked down. You got these dudes in the bag. So just wondering what kind of stuff you guys were able to do with your team. Were you able to get the Void Knight? He's in the battle pass right now. So if you weren't able to get him, maybe you got enough shards. You can still get him free to play just by playing the game. Take care of yourself. Peace.